Okay, we're going to do a video here to look at the new Volusion dashboard and how to get into editing the category SEO stuff. So these links up here at the top are the only ones that you need to see. If you get to the page that has all these getting started things, click on that hide getting started tips or steps and just get rid of that because we don't need that. So what we're going to do is go in here to inventory. Most of what you'll do when you're doing especially optimization, it's going to be under inventory and then categories or products. So for the categories, we go in here and there's a couple things I want to show you. So I've enlarged the page so it should be easy to see. Let's see if we can move this off to the side a little bit here. Whoops. Try that again. There we go. All right, so this is the default view of the categories where you've got categories in this mode, and you can click and drag and drop them in different places. So if you want to move them, you can see the dotted lines behind it. If I drop that there, it's going to go in between those. If I go on top of the cat houses and drop it, then it becomes a submenu of cat houses. And if you go over to the side there, you can see that little arrow that opens up the submenu. And so got to be careful about that if you're moving them around. If you're right on top of another page, it's going to drop it in there. If you're seeing the dotted lines, then it should make it a separate page. There we go. Put that up there. There we go. So you can move them around this way. Now another thing that you have under the categories is you can come up here and click View List. And that will change the view. So instead of seeing the drag and drop movable categories, we now have it just in a list view where if you want to edit one and go into it, you can click on the link over there that's blue and it'll have those here. Now one of the benefits of using this view is you have these column headers. If we wanted to change the show in menu, we could click edit and it will give us a new view where we can actually just type in what menu it shows in. Now that one we're not going to change much because it's always going to be the menu number one. But if we wanted to change the order, if we wanted to change the name of it, we could do the same thing with that. This view is more helpful with products really than categories. You're not generally going to use this for category unless you don't assign it to a menu, and so it's not showing menu number one here. And so then in the previous screen it won't show up because it's not in that menu. And so then you click this view list and you can come in here and see, oh, there's no menu assigned, and you can give it number one, save it, and then it will update it. Okay. So anytime you make a change right there, you're going to have the save button up at the top turn blue, and you want to always hit that save button there to save any changes that you've made. Okay. So that is how you can get into the categories to start editing. Now, of course, if we want to go in and do the SEO, we're going to go in, click on the link there. Or on the previous screen, let's show you that one too. We'll go back to categories. And on this screen, you would come over here and click the edit to get into the edit. And that'll bring you into the edit window for that category. And in here, we can change the name of it if we want to. We can assign it to the category. If we're creating a subcategory, we can assign the subcategory to one of these. If you watched Davin's category webinar, then you know that you want to be careful about assigning a subcategory to a subcategory, or you can end up with an infinite loop that just blows up your builder. So don't do that. But under the advanced info is where you'll come down and go to the search engine optimization. And the main things you're going to work on here will be the URL text, the meta tag title, The meta tag description is important, and it irritates me. I've started saying that it's not meta tag description; it's meta description tag, really, is what it should say. But Volusion decided to change vernacular, and so that's what it reads as. But most of the rest of the world is going to call it a meta description or meta description tag. We don't need the keywords tag. We don't need to mess with that. So generally, it's just these three that you're going to fill in. And this is there just for search results. When somebody does a search and sees your listing in the search results, that's what they're going to see in the description. So it'll show up. So our meta tag description is going to show right here in search results, the URL right there, and the meta title is right here. So customers will see that only here, but if we were to click into this, you notice you don't see the meta information. It's not showing on the page. It's in the background. So you're not going to see meta description here. You're not going to see the meta title on the page. That's all something that is in the background that shows up. If you hover over the tab at the top, you will see the meta title show up there, but that's the only place you would see it on the page. So normally people aren't going to see that anywhere on this page. They're only going to see whatever description you create there. Okay, so this is just for searching. And the only part of this that's really important for SEO purposes is the meta tag title and the URL text. It's the only thing that Google looks at to determine value as far as search engine rankings go. Okay. So with the it's a good question. You know, what do you do in the title? I like to put this your domain name in here. You've got a little pipe symbol. The pipe symbol is just the shift, and then right above the enter or return key, you have a straight line, and that's how you get that. So I generally put in primary keyword phrase, space, pipe symbol, space, and then domain name, which basically just gives you a little bit of branding. So again, if we go back to the search results and you take a look at that, when people are looking at those search results, this is the meta title. So Amazon puts their branding at the front. So they do Amazon.com and they do a colon instead of a pipe symbol. And then their other keyword that goes in there. Here's the Haribo company doing fairy wings as their keyword, and then a pipe symbol, and then butterfly wings, and then pixie wings. So they've got 3 different keywords in their meta title, and then they've got their company name at the end like this. But that is very common to brand yourself so that people kind of see your name out there. You know, Walmart.com is doing it, eFairies is doing it, Party City is doing it. I mean, most companies do that. They get their company name in the meta title somewhere as well, and that just helps with branding. So as people are out there seeing these search results, they see your name, your website name sticking in their mind as well. So yeah, I would recommend doing something similar to that, where you have your primary keyword. If you want to do a secondary keyword, you can. And then for this, the spacer, it can be a dash, it can be a colon, it can be a semicolon, it could be a comma, it could be the pipe symbol. From my research, it seems Google likes the pipe symbol or colon most as a divider between keywords or you know, different things in the title. And basically this just is separating, saying, hey, this is one thing I want you to pay attention to, Google. Now I'm going to show you something new, and here's the new thing I want you to pay attention to. And that's essentially what is happening there. Okay.